First, the Yes campaign for the Voice keeps treating Australians as fools, and now it's exploding in the Prime Minister's face. You look at the news poll today. Support for the Voice down to a new low, opposition up to 53%, and Australians now more divided than ever. But never mind, said one of the architects of the Voice, Thomas Mayo.
Well, Indigenous people have invited Australians to recognise us through a voice so that we can get better outcomes in our communities.
Us Indigenous people. Mayo's actually descended from immigrants from the Philippines, Borneo and Germany, but identifies himself instead as Indigenous through other Indigenous descendants or ancestors. Is a walking example of how stupid it is to be dividing ourselves like this. I mean, you're Aboriginal, you're not, you get your voice, so you don't. But that's not the only insult to our intelligence here. You take two of the authors of the Uluru Statement from the Heart that inspired this demand for the Voice, Professor Megan Davis, on the left there, with Pat Anderson, and Noel Pearson as well, posing with this statement. Now, how can any of us believe a word they say about the Voice? That's because 5 years ago, Megan Davis gave a long speech saying actually the Uluru Statement that the Prime Minister's promised to implement in full wasn't just the one page we were told.
So the Uluru Statement, many people don't know, is 18 pages long. It's not just the one-page invitation to the Australian people, it also includes what we call our story. So those 18 pages include our story, so our history of our people, and also a few pages about on the reform. Why do we want a voice? What will a voice do?
But then this year, when voters were saying, wait a minute, what is in those other pages? Reparations? Davis reversed. She said, oh, that's false nonsense, it's fake news. The Uluru Statement was just one page. But now Davis and co-author Pat Anderson have a book come out saying, wait a minute, they were kind of right the first time. The Uluru Statement is 15 pages long. They said 18 before, who cares? And includes the one-page pitch to the Australian people that you know, plus our story of First Nations history, plus the explanation of the legal reform. Yet again, straight away today, after this hit the papers, they flip on the flop of the flip and said, well, it's the Uluru Statement again. It's just one page, 439 words, and the rest is that's just supporting documents. Now, honestly, yes, no, I can't take anything Megan Davis says seriously. Can you? But the biggest joke on you is this. A couple of months ago, the Yes campaign realised things were going south because they all looked so arrogant, out of touch, getting celebrities and sporting codes and business tycoons telling you to vote yes, as if them saying yes, that's enough. That's all you need. You don't need details like how this voice will actually work. And the Yes campaign said, well, look, now we've learned our lesson. We're not going to use any more preachy celebrities, like Kate Blanchett. Back to the grassroots. You know how it is? They cannot help themselves. They've now gone and signed up John Farnham to lend his voice to this new ad for the Voice campaign, the Yes campaign.
And last night we saw a true Australian hero, John Farnham, lend his voice and his iconic song to the Yes campaign. An inspirational ad.
I mean, seriously, John Farnham singing, Cathy Freeman running, and that's suddenly an argument for voting yes? I mean, a tune and a woman running fast is all you need to convince you to vote yes for a radical change to our constitution divided by race forever. I mean, it's really ironic, and how accidentally true this line from that very Farnham hit. The opposition leader was right on to that.
It's the appropriate theme song for the Yes campaign because remember the key line in the lyrics there is, you're the voice, try and understand it. And I don't want to sing it. I don't want to break into verse with you here, Andrew. But I honestly don't think I don't think most Australians understand it, and they want to be informed.
But yes, campaigners, even now looking at these polls today, still saying, wow, John Farnham says yes, Barnesy says yes.
The fact that Jimmy Barnes and Johnny Farnham have jumped on board, you know, that's a great thing as well.
You know, these are people recommending a huge racist change to a constitution, like they're just choosing, you know, a soundtrack for a party, you know, just on the vibe. You've even got a choice now, can you believe it? Paul Kelly, oh, he's got a tune now for the Yes campaign too, you know. He's actually put the Prime Minister's slogans to music.
If not now, then when? If not us, then who?
The painters and dockers, hey, they've got a tune for the Yes campaign as well. Has this country gone completely nuts? I mean, the debate over changing how we run the country now sounds like a Eurovision Song Contest. And our entrance from Tasmania is going to introduce it to another song to make you vote yes. I mean, seriously, spare us the tunes. Please, just give us the facts.